Hey, this is Market Moves coming at you. These are the two biggest IPOs ever to come out in history. We have Lyft and Uber racing to be first to the IPO market to become public for the first time. It's very exciting. I'm going to go over both of these companies in the upcoming weeks to get ready for this. So please subscribe, please stay tuned. Just a quick reminder, please hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. I have videos coming out on Lyft and Uber throughout the next couple weeks, the next month, and these are going to be the best IPOs that ever came out. Very exciting. A lot of people are going to be talking about it, so you guys should definitely be in the loop and updated constantly on what's happening, and this is the channel to do it. So I just want to point out before we get into the IPO debut and the Lyft overview is that Lyft is IPOing on the week of March 18th. Uber is sometimes after that. In these videos, they're a little bit old. I may refer to Lyft's IPO date on the wrong date before or after, but the exact date is March 18th, so disregard anything I say later in the video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. You have a chance to buy these ride-sharing companies, and you have to figure out which one is the better deal. I made a couple videos on Lyft and Uber. I'm going to link that to the top right-hand corner. It's going to help you dive into these companies fully, and if you watch this video on Lyft, you're going to understand this company and the financials, and you're going to know if it's a good deal by the end of the video. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at the numbers, the financials, and we're going to reconstruct the whole financial reports from Lyft in the past and figure out the valuations and see what it looks like today. So my first slide is the revenue growth from Lyft, and I want to say first off, all of these numbers on all of the slides are from leaked information. So Lyft is a private company. It's not supposed to report these numbers. So any numbers that come out regarding the revenue or the cost, they are going to be leaked information. So you really can't trust everything you see online. That's the unfortunate thing with these numbers. But a lot of sources have confirmed the numbers I put up. So these, with accuracy, I can say these numbers are about 70 to 90% correct. The accuracy is not even the most important part about why we're looking at Lyft's numbers. The most important thing is we're looking at the overall picture. We can gain a picture from looking at a little bit less accurate numbers. So I'm giving you a big picture on Lyft, and this is going to help you make a better decision if you want to invest in the IPO. So right here we have past revenue of Lyft. The biggest argument why you would invest in Lyft over Uber is they say online Lyft's revenue is increasing at a faster rate than Uber has ever had. And this is confirmed in the numbers I'm about to show you. So most people are saying this and they've seen this. So this is the one argument to invest in Lyft over Uber. So Lyft 2014 brought in $130 million. In 2015, they brought in $800 million. That growth alone shows the speed of Lyft and how it is able to get into the market and how it is a smart player like this. So Uber did all the heavy work first. They went into the cities, they got approval, they got all the marketing done, all the drivers done. Then Lyft just sat there watching the whole plan unfold, and they wanted to make sure they could do it successfully. Once Uber proved that plan could be successful and it could make money and they could get into these cities easily, Lyft was like, okay, let's raise some money and let's do this. So they did it, and they increased their revenue pretty aggressively. But in 2016, from the numbers I've seen online, revenue was kind of flat. We hit $700 million. It was flatlining to lower from the year before. But the next year they hit $1 billion, and they finally got the ball rolling again. 2018, they increased 250% from $1 billion to $2.5 billion. And right now, these numbers are significantly less than Uber's. Uber has tons of revenue coming in. They're coming in at about $48 billion in 2018. So just put that in perspective. Their revenue is a lot less. So 48 billion, 2.5 billion. That also can be seen as a bullish argument for Lyft. If they only have 2.5 billion, they can get more of the market and take over Uber's market share, and they can in turn grow their market cap. And as you, the investor, your stock would grow because of this. So this is the revenue chart. The next chart we're going to get into is net income. So this is the money that is saved after everything. So basically you have the revenue and you have the cost, and at the end of the whole financial statement, this is the money that goes to investors, and you want to see this being positive. But most IPOs are unprofitable, and this is no different. Lyft has been hemorrhaging money for the investors since the year it existed. So it's been losing about $200 million in 2015, all the way down to $1.2 billion in 2018. So this just means that every year they're losing more and more and more and more money. Basically, what that means to the investor is that money is not going back into the company. That money is not going back to the investor. At the end of the day, they have to spend a lot of money to make a lot of money, and that is not sustainable long term. So we need to see these numbers kind of turning around. And honestly, at one point, Uber was profitable. I think this was before Lyft took off and they had to advertise a lot, but basically Uber showed profitability for 2 years straight, and then their numbers just dropped dramatically. They started hemorrhaging money just like Lyft is right now for the net income basis. So unfortunately, I am not a fan of the net income slope and how it's exponentially increasing. I don't want to see these numbers getting too much out of hand, because that would keep me out fully of this stock as an investor, and I would not be interested. So check out the video I did on Uber. You can see the differences in net income and revenue. That's linked in the top right hand corner. So the next slide is the valuation. This is probably why you're here. You want to know what is Lyft going to be valued at when it enters the market publicly. But as an investor, you want to know the past valuations, because you want to know if it's just IPOing and the valuation is just increasing because of that. So the past valuations, we're going to go through this right now, is very exponential, just like Uber. But I like the fact that the valuations were never flat at one point. So Uber, the valuations were flat for about 3 years, and it kind of doubled because of the IPO possibility next year. So right there, Uber's valuation is very sketchy, and it doesn't interest me as an IPO, because just the fact that they're IPOing, their valuation just doubled. And this happens for Lyft too, but at no point were their valuations flat, meaning they're showing growth consistently. Their company's market cap is increasing, and people are seeing value in it throughout its whole existence. And Uber kind of had some years where investors weren't too crazy about it, and Lyft is the other case from that. So valuation for Lyft in 2014 was $300 million. This graph is in billions, so that's going to make more sense to you. 300 million. The very next year is worth 2.5 billion, 5.5 billion, 7.5 billion, and then 15 billion is the projected IPO valuation. So this doubled from 2017 to 2018, just solely based off the fact that it's IPOing. And that's fine. That happens all the time for companies. But the biggest thing I want to show you is the growth and the exponential curve of this market cap. So this just shows you investor sentiment. It shows you investors value the company every year a little bit higher, a little bit higher. They're a little bit more excited. The growth for Lyft was kind of validated, and their numbers were growing, investors were coming in, and the market cap was getting boosted. And I like that. I like that about Lyft, and they have more areas they can improve on, which is the biggest reason I am a little bit more bullish on Lyft than Uber. But I'm putting out these videos so you can educate yourself on which stock or IPO you want to get into. So Lyft or Uber is the ultimate argument. I'm going to link all those videos to the top right hand corner. Like I said, check those out. And this is all I got for Lyft. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Market Move signing off. Peace. For more information on the Market Mover Indicator, free consultation talks, and courses, head to the website marketmovesmatt.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out the latest and popular videos I have uploaded.